Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and I hope everybody is doing well. I decided to do a psychic reading on King Von. This is a reading that I actually was going to do months ago, but at the time that I was actually planning on doing this reading, something went wrong with the reading itself. I had recorded it on a PowerPoint presentation and it didn't go through. So I honestly felt like that was Spirit telling me that it was not time to read him at the time and to respect his soul, obviously. So if you don't know who King Von is or was, he was a Chicago rapper who found success in his city before relocating to Atlanta. Now, he was 26 years old at the time of his death, and this all started on an early Friday morning when he was shot and killed. According to the police, according to sources, there was a fight in the parking lot of the Monaco Hookah Lounge on Trinity Avenue in the city. And this sparked a shootout between two groups, according again to the police. This is all allegedly. And it says here, on Saturday, the APD said it had issued a warrant for a suspect in King Von's killing, and that suspect was being transferred for a gunshot wound at Grady Hospital in Atlanta. The homicide of Bennett is closed with this arrest, the APD wrote in a statement. It says the authorities were trying to figure or piece together how the rapper, died and whether the Atlanta department was involved in his death. Okay. So I'm going to give you all the information that I get from my spirit guides. Anything that I get immediately, the first thing that I get, let me look at a photo of him as well. He was a very troubled person. And when I say troubled, I mean, he liked instigating at times, and I also feel like he would have liked confrontation. It's almost like the type of energy he grew up around or gravitated towards as an adult, because again, he was 26 years old allegedly, again, at the time of his death. But I feel like, he was a short-tempered. I also feel like he was on substances or would have been under the influence of substances, which would have altered his mind. And that's what I'm getting from his soul at this time. There's a lot of stuff that he has to say about his passing and what really led up to this. When he comes through, the first thing that I'm getting is like a lot of communication between him and people leading up to the 72 hours prior to this event happening. So it was a lot of text messaging, a lot of phone calls, a lot of angry conversations with other people. And I also feel like this was not his first time in being threatened of being killed. This was part of the reason that sparked his move to Atlanta, or the onset of that. I honestly feel like in Chicago, again, I've never followed him, but I feel and I hear that there were a lot of threats and a lot of people like gang member activities, people that had it out for him that were not necessarily liking that he was, being successful in the rap game as a musician, right? So again, I just get that he had a lot of people already hating him, and there would have been some threats of taking him out in Chicago, which again, he thought that maybe by moving to Atlanta that this would be prevented, but obviously it was not. I also feel like that he is saying that he left behind a very angry female. This could be his baby's mama. This could be his mother as well. But I feel like the female that is living right now, he's sorry that he hurt her, he says. So again, they may have had some bad blood, even though I believe he did leave children behind. Again, I could be wrong on that, but I do believe he did. The message here that he gives very clearly is that he is apologetic and very sorry to her, and he wishes that he could change things, obviously, because that's what I get in this. And she was very strong. She put up with a lot, is what he's saying. So whoever the female is, whether it's his baby mama or his mom or his sisters, there was just so much that the family in general put up with him, and it's not, he's apologetic to single one of them, to his siblings. He is sorry that he chose that lifestyle and that gravitated towards that. I feel like he lived a very negative and oppressive, dark life. Like, he had dark energy surrounding him. So it wasn't easy for him to disband from that and just say, hey, I'm going to change my life. I'm going to clean it up. Because again, the allure for this was money. And even though he wasn't a millionaire, so to speak, I do feel like he thought that he would get to that, and he would do anything and everything possible to get to that level. A lot of stress as well. This was not a perfect life. People think, I think, sometimes when we see rappers, we think, oh, well, they have a glorious life. They're sporting diamond chains and they're driving Escalades or, whatever kind of vehicle. And they have a peaceful life, but it's not all, it's not peaches and cream. It's not a good life all the time. Now, maybe after you've had maybe Lil Wayne or maybe other people, out there, Drake or, other people that rap, probably those are not good examples, but you know what I mean? It's like, you may not, see that level of success and that comfortability until you reach that level of success or pinnacle. He did have a brilliant mind, so he was very creative, but I also feel like he may have been accused from other people stealing ideas for his music. So I get, again, there was some bad blood between him and other people in the industry, possibly other rappers that were more established, and didn't really want to help him or see him succeed. And again, I feel like all around him was conflicted energies. The people that he chose to align himself with, that he called himself or that he called friends, honestly, I feel like they were not good influences or good energy. This kind of led them and himself to be in this negative cycle where they could, they would actually like to, talk crap about other people. And so I don't know who the two groups of people that were fighting and shooting were, but I kind of feel like there was criminal activity centered around this, a lot of drugs, possibly gang related in some way. But I don't necessarily feel like this was all necessarily gang, but I do feel in general that there was a lot of fights going on, and that he could have walked away from this. He could have kept his mouth shut. He could have survived and taken another route. But for him, he was pushed and egged on by other people in his clique, in his group, to have this facade or wear this mask that, he was the tough guy. And I think he kind of knew more or less that he was not going to make it. And when I say that is that sometimes our souls know before we do how long we are going to live here in the physical world. So when you live dangerously, you kind of expect danger to follow you. And I feel like that's what he had. He was not also organized at all with his money. I feel like he went through it really, really quick. Whatever he had, he would buy things that he didn't need, trying to live a lifestyle. So it was a lot of confusion about the options that he had. And I feel honestly that he laments that. He's really, really sorry that he got to that point. He wishes that he could go back and change this aspect of himself. And I do feel like, again, there was a stronger female that looks at all of this and that is potentially in the industry herself. I don't know if this is a rapper, a female rapper, or someone that has been thinking about him or has had her mind on him. And there may be a song that's written, for him. I do feel like he's reunited. And this is going to sound weird, but there's a pet on the other side with him. And I do see him on the other side as well, with another male figure that is a family member that passed away. So it is an older gentleman on the other side. He is not alone. But I feel like what he's left behind are memories. And some of these memories were good memories. The good times, he's saying the good times that they had together with his crew, with his family, or other people that he cared about. That's what he wants to be remembered for. But I do feel like there is a female that ultimately is struggling, that is alive, and he's telling her that it's going to be okay. I feel like he's trying to work on the other side for justice to be served. So even though that this person was caught, I actually feel like there's others that are still loose. And again, I feel like this was kind of planned out, maybe not in the moment, but it was planned out. And I do feel like, again, there is some happiness that will be restored in the family's life. Now, will this be, something that happens soon? No, that's not going to happen. It's going to take time for the family to heal. The friends that he left behind, this left a lot of sorrow. Someone in his family is moving out of Chicago. I don't know if they're in Chicago right now or they are in Atlanta, but somebody's moving. I feel like this could be one of his siblings. And the devil card came up. So a lot of devil energy around this. Like, again, I say this and I think that a lot of people don't necessarily believe, but he was in a very lonely place, even though he was surrounded by people. Again, it was a very lonely place at the end of the day because a lot of these people that were surrounding him were fake. And when I say that, I don't mean it in a bad way, but I mean it generally, like legit. Like, some people are only around you because of what they potentially feel like they can benefit from you, whether it's money, finances, sex, etc. But I feel like, again, a lot of trickery. He was set up in some way, because the Magician card comes up with the Devil card. For me, that's like telling me that there is definitely a lot of foul play, and this was like a lot of things that were hidden. So definitely this was not something that was very honest or truthful. And I also get here that he felt very trapped in his situation, and he couldn't get out of that. He was trying to gravitate towards being happy, getting money, etc. But again, I just feel like, he is saying that ultimately whatever was left, I don't know if the family got any kind of money or support, anything from him after his passing, but I just feel like he was chasing a dream but didn't know the direction. And the one thing that he didn't get to experience in this lifetime, even if he has children, even if he left the baby's mama behind, was love, because the Two of Cups comes up in this reading. So I feel like he didn't necessarily get to experience that the way that he would have. But there was definitely some women that he left behind, I feel like. And there is this, I don't know, something about his hands. I don't know if he like kept pointing fingers at someone that night, or there was like something thrown, but I kept seeing like something thrown. I don't know what that is. And there's also a reference to like, I don't know what this is, but like text messages as well that would have been received that night. And I feel like I feel like it was a mistake. Had they stayed at the other place that they were at before going to the hookah bar or lounge, whatever, they would have probably been okay. But he had people watch him. People knew, like, because again, he ran his mouth is what I keep feeling. And he says that he's, that he wishes that he could have changed that, obviously, because again, that's what got him in trouble in the first place. But I kind of feel like, he's at a point right now where his soul has been set free. I don't feel like he's earthbound. I don't feel like he's trapped at all. I do feel like he's with his family, though, and he isn't on the other side in a better place. But I do feel like he won't be reincarnating anytime soon. He needs time to still process this, because the death was just recent in the last 6 months, less than 6 months. So it's something that it's not going to be instant, and what he wants most for the family is healing, for his mom, for his siblings. It's just like, so I know that a lot of Chicago people that are from Chicago are going to be looking at this, and probably you would probably update me later on, but I feel like there is going to be other tributes, if there haven't been right now, that are done by maybe other artists that write songs in memory of him, or rappers that, commemorate him. But it is tragic when it is someone so young like himself. He didn't really get to live out his life, 26 years old. He didn't really get to live his life to the fullest like, other people do. So, again, this is the reading on King Von. I want to thank you so much for letting me, do this. If you have other suggestions out there for other readings, please leave a comment in the comment section below. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel by hitting that red subscribe button on the bottom right-hand corner of this video, but also turn on the notification bell icon to all, so you'll be notified of all videos. Don't forget to also follow me on Instagram at Psychic Medium Ray, and don't forget to join my Patreon if you are wanting to get exclusivity to other videos, other topics, and it's www.patreon.com/Psychic Medium Ray. Also, if you want a private reading, you can go to my website. It's www.raymondguzman.net/readings. All right, guys, I love you so much. Blessings and love and light. Until next time. Bye.